everybody, and welcome to Live Interactive English. This is your devilishly handsome host, Shane.
And this is Karen.
Devilishly beautiful host, Karen.
Thank you. Okay, so today we're looking at a lesson called Devilishly Delicious Eggs.
That's a hard word to say.
It is.
Devilishly.
Exactly.
Try to say it 5 times. Devilishly. Oh, I did it. Okay. Eggs. I love eggs.
I love eggs, but there's so many different ways we can eat eggs and prepare egg dishes, right?
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite way to eat eggs?
Okay, well, it's pretty simple. I like scrambled eggs. I like sunny side up. And I also love steamed egg.
Okay, which one's your favorite? I asked you, which is your
know,
favorite? You can't decide?
It's really hard. I love them all. How about you?
Man, I just love eggs. I would say probably my favorite is Eggs Benedict.
Oh, that's really, really yummy too.
It has poached eggs, which are eggs that are just kind of boiled in water. And then they put a hollandaise sauce, this really yummy sauce on top of them. And then you put your fork in there, and the egg yolk just spills out like a little volcano.
Yum.
So yummy.
Do you know how to make your own Eggs Benedict?
I've never made it before.
Okay.
But I probably should.
Yeah, because you're a good cook, right?
And I love hard-boiled eggs. I eat
that's good too.
Hard-boiled eggs or soft-boiled eggs all the time. Omelets.
Oh, I love omelets. And then you can put different things inside the omelet.
Yeah, like cheese.
Oh, cheese, that's right.
Mushrooms and tomatoes. Oh, gosh. Okay.
You're making me really hungry.
Well, we're going to be talking about deviled eggs today. So why don't we get into the lesson?
All right.
A favorite at picnics and parties, deviled eggs have been around in some form or other since Roman times. There are many different recipes, and cooks love putting their own spin on the dish. Generally, though, deviled eggs are boiled eggs whose yolks are removed, mixed with mayonnaise and spices, and then stuffed back into the egg whites. They are certainly delicious, but why are they called deviled?
Devilishly delicious eggs!
Not that easy to say, but it's very delicious.
Devilishly
delicious eggs. Okay, well, let's get started. A favorite at picnics and parties, deviled eggs have been around in some form or other since Roman times. There are many different recipes, and cooks love putting their own spin on the dish. Ooh, so we're looking at this word recipe, and that is a noun. A recipe is a list of ingredients and a set of instructions that tell you how to cook something. So for example, my mom was a great cook, so I always follow her recipes closely.
Okay, chefs like to put their own spin on them,
That's right.
So if you put your own spin on something, it means that you do it in your own special way.
Exactly.
That's unique to you. So for example, you could say, I put a spin on this chocolate cake that you're going to think is fantastic.
Maybe you added some secret ingredients.
Maybe I added a little bit of spiciness to it.
And other people wouldn't know how you made it.
Right. Okay, so continuing. Generally, though, deviled eggs are boiled eggs whose yolks are removed, mixed with mayonnaise and spices, and then stuffed back into the egg whites.
That's right.
So they look like little boats.
Really cute. So mayonnaise, that's a noun. Basically, it's a dressing consisting chiefly of egg yolk, vegetable oil, and vinegar or lemon juice. So for example, you can say, I like to add mayonnaise to my sandwich. Yummy, yummy.
You know, my aunt was so in love with her deviled eggs. She also added Dijon mustard.
Ooh.
Just a little bit of Dijon mustard to it. And Dijon mustard's a little bit different than yellow mustard. It's a little bit brown in color and has like a little bit of spice to it. I mean, she made the best deviled eggs ever. You know, you mix it up with the yolk and the mayonnaise and the mustard. Woo! So what is yolk? Yolk is just the yellow part of the egg.
That's right. And the white part is just called egg white.
Exactly. So for example, you can say, I really like it when eggs have soft yolks. So you can make like a soft boiled egg.
That's right.
Where the yolk is not firm.
I don't like it when yolks are firm because it tastes really, really dry.
That's why you have to mix it up. Like if you make an egg salad sandwich, you know, like egg salad.
Yes.
It's kind of the same preparation that you're using to make deviled eggs. You'll put mayonnaise or mustard, salt and pepper.
That's right.
But you need something in there to kind of make it a bit more moist.
That's right. And then you can also add a little bit of bacon bits inside
Whoa,
too.
maybe vegetarian bacon bits.
Oh, that's right. Okay, let's continue. They are certainly delicious, but why are they called deviled? Maybe because it's not that healthy? I don't know.
They're just like really bad for you. So we think of bad, we think of the devil.
Right?
Right? I don't know.
That's my guess.
I bet you we'll find out after the break.
Okay.
All right, so why don't we take a little bit of a break and we'll see you back in a moment.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课程是要介绍恶魔蛋的由来。课文提到，恶魔蛋是野餐和派对上最受喜爱的食物。从罗马时代以来，它就以某种形式存在了。那有很多种不同的烹饪方式，厨师们就会喜欢在这道料理上面加入自己的手法。不过一般来说，恶魔蛋就是把水煮蛋的蛋黄取出来，然后蛋黄跟美乃滋和香料混合，然后再填回蛋白当中。在讲到厨师的时候 ，Shane 老师他用到 chef，chef 可以指像餐厅或是饭店的厨师、主厨。再看到单字 recipe， 它表示烹饪配方或是食谱。Yolk 则是蛋黄，那么 mayonnaise 表示美乃滋。Karen 老师在讲解美乃滋的时候有提到 dressing 这个字，就是在 dress 后面加 ing，dressing 可以表达调料或是佐料。那 Shane 老师聊到说，他阿姨做的恶魔蛋非常美味，那他还会在里面加上这个 Dijon mustard 或是 Dijon mustard， 就是地溶芥末酱，它是法国的一种传统芥末酱，其中的 mustard 就是指芥末。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。这边我们来学习 put one's own spin on 名词，这是表达对什么有自己的诠释。那名词 spin 在这边是指诠释、看法，常常是指说试图影响别人看法而提出的特殊观点。举例来说 ，The chef put his own spin on the classic recipe。主厨在这一道经典食谱中加入了自己的手法。好，那我们继续回到课文中。
Well, first it's important to explain who the devil is. In the Christian religion, the devil is the evil enemy of God. He lives in a place called hell, which is often described as being extremely hot and full of fire. In 18th century Britain, this association with heat led to the word devil being used to describe heavily spiced dishes. Later, in the 19th century, the actual process of making food spicy became known as deviling, which led to the descriptive word deviled. However, if you'd prefer to avoid mentioning the devil when you eat, the dish does have some alternative names. People sometimes refer to them as dressed eggs, salad eggs, or even angel eggs, but whatever name they're given, they're always devilishly delicious.
Welcome back, friends! Thank you for being here with us. Karen, please tell us what happened before the break.
Before the break, we were talking about something very, very delicious, and that's called deviled eggs, right? And then we learned that deviled eggs, you usually see them maybe at parties or friends gatherings.
Thanksgiving. That's,
Thanksgiving.
I always had it, or and Christmas.
Oh, your aunt, right? Makes the
My
best
aunt.
deviled eggs. And what it is actually you take the yolk and then you mix it with other spices, mayonnaise, mustard sometimes. And then afterwards you mix it and you put the mixture back into the egg whites. And then you can serve it like that. But we want to know why they are called deviled eggs.
Well, I got this. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Well, first, it's important to explain who the devil is. In the Christian religion, the devil is the evil enemy of God. He lives in a place called hell, which is often described as being extremely hot and full of fire.
And very scary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at this word extremely, and that is an adverb. So it just means very or much more than usual. Very, very, very. Then you can say extremely.
Right.
So for example, Debbie was extremely angry at her dog for keeping her up all night. So you just want to express how angry she was. She was very, very angry.
I think that's
extremely.
the perfect way to describe it. If you are angry, right, and you just want to, or anything like that, when you want to use the word very, but you think it's more than just very, you can say extremely. So think of extremely as very, very, or very, 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 very.
But you don't want to say very like 5 times,
Yeah.
right? Then you can say extremely. That's right. Okay, well, let's continue. In 18th century Britain, this association with heat led to the word devil being used to describe heavily spiced dishes. Oh,
Interesting.
Okay, so heavily spiced dishes refer to devil, right?
Wow, okay, interesting. So we have a word association. So association, it has to do with things that are together. So whether it's like a formal group, like for example, NBA is the National Basketball Association, or just 2 things that are commonly related, like a dog and a park, right? So anytime people or things are connected, right, in some way, there are associations. For example, there is a close association between healthy eating habits and general happiness.
Ah, I can totally see that, right? If you eat
Connection.
healthy, and then people who eat healthy are generally more happy.
Yeah, so we see a connection there, right? Or an association. Okay, continuing. Later in the 19th century, the actual process of making food spicy became known as deviling, which led to the descriptive word deviled. So here we say a descriptive word that just means giving information about how something or something looks or sounds, etc. So for example, you could say the book is a descriptive story about the author's life.
Describing the author's life, right? Giving details, giving information, right?
Right.
Okay, well, let's continue. However, if you'd prefer to avoid mentioning the devil when you eat, the dish does have some alternative names. Oh, so some people don't want to call it devil or use the word devil.
Right.
And then there are some alternative names. So we're looking at this word alternative, and that is an adjective. It basically just means like a chance to choose between 2 or more things, only one of which may be chosen. So if you don't want to use the word devil, you could use other things. You could use other words.
There are many alternatives.
Exactly. So for example, she offered an alternative solution to the problem. Okay.
Okay, so what are some of these ways? People sometimes refer to them as dressed eggs.
Okay.
So we know like dressing is something that you put over something it's a liquid to kind of give it moisture and flavor. Salad eggs, or even angel eggs.
Because angel eggs maybe sounds better than devil eggs.
Well, because an angel, we know that, right? That's just like somebody who's closely related with God up in heaven. So if you don't want to say devil, you can say angel. But whatever name they're given, they're always devilishly delicious.
You are absolutely right. Oh, when we have a what do you think question. So do you like heavily spiced food or do you prefer plainer food?
You know, this is interesting. I would say I'd like heavily spiced food more than plainer foods, but it depends really on my mood. So I guess I really enjoy both. Sometimes I really like to eat very plain foods. Like for dinner, sometimes I'll just cut up raw vegetables.
Okay.
And I just feel like the plainer the better. Just a hard-boiled egg, but with no dressing or anything on it.
No dressing?
Yeah, and I'll just eat like raw like salad leaves, you know, and I like that really plain thing. But other times I love spicy stuff, like sour, spicy.
Heavily spiced, right? Well, for me, I prefer heavily spiced food most of the time. But I do have to say that it's actually not that healthy, right?
Sure, sure.
So, you know, I do remind myself every now and then that I should eat plainer food sometimes, right? I want to enjoy the delicious food, but at the same time, I want to take care of my body too.
Yeah, sometimes you need to spice up your life.
Yes,
right?
that's right.
You need to devil it up a little bit. All right, well, that's all the time we have. Hopefully you enjoyed our devilishly awesome lesson about deviled eggs. And we'll see you later.
See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
老师们聊到，在朋友聚会啊、感恩节、圣诞节等等的场合，都有可能会吃到恶魔蛋。那么 Karen 老师这时候用到 gathering 这个字 ，Gathering 可以指聚会、集会。好，那我们接着就来看看恶魔蛋为什么会被称为恶魔吧。首先呢，我们得先解释一下谁是恶魔。在基督教里面，恶魔是上帝的邪恶敌人，他住在地狱，那边常被描述为非常炙热而且充满火焰的地方。在18世纪的英国，这种跟热的关联导致 devil 这个单字被用来描述添加大量香料的菜肴。那么后来在19世纪，把食物变辣的过程被称为 deviling。那因而就产生了 deviled 这个词了。课文最后提到说，这道料理也有一些替代名称，人们有时候会把它称为调制蛋啊、沙拉蛋，甚至是天使蛋等等。好，我们看一下单字 extremely， 它是副词，表示非常或是极其。association 或是 association， 它表示关联、联想，它也有协会的意思。那么 alternative 在这边当形容词，表示替代的、可供选择的或是另类的、非主流的。好，那这边两个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 lead to 的用法。首先，第一个 lead to 可以表达造成、导致某事发生，后面是接名词。例如 bad eating habits may lead to various health problems。不良饮食习惯可能会导致各种不同的健康问题。那第二个，我们可以用 lead to somebody or something， 再加上 VING 去表达导致某人怎么样，导致某人做某事。例如 Mia's passion for helping others led to her becoming a social worker。 Mia 那份助人的热忱促使她成为一名社工。好，再看到第二个重点是 refer to 的意思跟用法。首先，我们第一种用法是表达说称某人事物为什么什么，用法是 refer to somebody or something as 加上名词或形容词。例如 Sharon refers to her cat as her son。 Sharon 把她的猫咪称为儿子。好，那第二个意思可以表达出提及、谈到或者是说起，像 They agreed not to refer to the matter again。 他们一致同意不再提起那件事。那第三个，我们可以表达出查阅、参考，像是查阅资料等等的意思。例如 Dylan kept referring to his notes during his presentation。 Dylan 在做简报时一直查阅笔记。好，那以上见讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
A favorite at picnics and parties, deviled eggs have been around in some form or other since Roman times. There are many different recipes, and cooks love putting their own spin on the dish. Generally, though, deviled eggs are boiled eggs whose yolks are removed, mixed with mayonnaise and spices, and then stuffed back into the egg whites. They are certainly delicious, but why are they called deviled? Well, first it's important to explain who the devil is. In the Christian religion, the devil is the evil enemy of God. He lives in a place called hell, which is often described as being extremely hot and full of fire. In 18th century Britain, this association with heat led to the word devil being used to describe heavily spiced dishes. Later, in the 19th century, the actual process of making food spicy became known as deviling, which led to the descriptive word deviled. However, if you'd prefer to avoid mentioning the devil when you eat, the dish does have some alternative names. People sometimes refer to them as dressed eggs, salad eggs, or even angel eggs, but whatever name they're given, they're always devilishly delicious.
Today, we'll be looking at the new Hualien Station, and we are looking at the train station, not the bus station, so it's a new one. I love taking trains. It's always fun to enjoy the view when you're on the train. And when you're at the train station, there's so many things to see, and you have to find the right platform. This is where you get on the train and get off the train. And you also have your assigned seat, so you have to look at your ticket to see if you have the window seat or the aisle seat. If you're by the window, and that's called the window seat. If you're by the aisle, then that is called the aisle seat. But no matter where you sit, you can always enjoy the beautiful scenery. So let's learn more about the new Hualien Station. The new Hualien Station was opened at the end of 2018. The station's name was written by Dong Yangzi, a calligraphy master. The station uses images of mountains and trees in its design. These are two very famous parts of the natural beauty of Hualien. The new station can serve up to 50,000 passengers every day. There is a hallway connecting the front and rear stations. Here, visitors can watch trains arriving and departing. They can also see air traffic from nearby Hualien Airport. The station's shopping street offers famous products from the area. Tourists can buy Hualien potatoes, mochi, swordfish, and Aboriginal-style pork. You can buy a limited edition lunchbox here too. Every summer, visitors can go whale watching in Hualien Port and see the giant inflatable red-faced ducks in Liyutan. When you come to Hualien, make sure to spend some time exploring Hualien Station. I hope you guys all enjoyed learning about the new Hualien Station. I certainly did, because it looks so beautiful and it has a lot of beautiful shops to check out as well. Well, this is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.